generation currency and GC coin series was launched in March 2018, though the coins bear dates from 2018 backward to 2015. The 25 Sentimo coin dated 2015 is one of the earliest minted coins under this reformed system. The purpose of this series was to replace the older BSP coin series, 1995 to 2017, and to address issues of coin forgery, circulation confusion, and poor coin durability. The BSP aimed for a fresh, uniform look across denominations while incorporating design elements reflecting Filipino heritage, geography, and economy. The Catman flower represents the rich biodiversity and natural beauty of the Philippines. The use of indigenous flora was a deliberate move by the BSP to highlight the country's ecological identity. Updated logo adopted in 2010, featuring 3 stars and a sun from the national flag, an eagle symbolizing strength, a pillar representing the banking system, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. The reverse ties the coin to the authority that governs Philippine monetary policy, with a focus on economic stability and modernization. 2015, the Philippines was undergoing economic growth and modernization, with increasing attention to financial reforms and public confidence in national institutions. The decision to redesign the coinage aligned with this progress. The country experienced one of Southeast Asia's highest GDP growth rates. There were active efforts to push for clean, secure, and durable currency. The central bank's redesign aimed to address previous complaints of confusing coin sizes and worn-out features. The 25 Sentimo has low monetary value. It shares key design principles with higher denominations in the NGC series: consistent font and clean layout, floral imagery for denomination identification, improved durability with nickel-plated steel, smaller size for convenience and differentiation. Due to these features, the NGC coins are easier to distinguish and harder to counterfeit than the previous series. The 25 Sentimo is considered fractional currency, often used in exact change transactions in public markets, transportation fares, and retail pricing. However, due to inflation, the 25 Sentimo has increasingly become less significant in daily trade, leading to reduced public. The Philippine 25 Sentimo 2015 coin stands as a modest yet meaningful component of the country's monetary system. Its clean design, local symbolism, and role in the transition to a modernized currency make it a unique piece in the nation's numismatic story. For collectors and history enthusiasts, it offers a glimpse into how even the smallest denominations reflect national identity, economic reform, and cultural pride. The 25 Sentimo denomination has existed in various forms since the early years of Philippine independence. Here's a brief evolution leading up to the 2015 version. Pre-Hispanic and Spanish period. There were no centavo coins during pre-colonial or early colonial periods. Barter was common. 1903-1945. American era. The 25 centavos coin was larger, silver-based, and featured Filipino imagery like a man with a hammer and Mount Mayon. Post-1946. Independence. The Philippine government issued its own coins, including a new 25 Sentimo made from base metals. Earlier versions included the face of Juan Luna or other Filipino heroes. 1975 to 1983. The coin transitioned to smaller, aluminum bronze issues under Marcos era reforms. 1995 BSP series featured national heroes. The 25 Sentimo bore Juan Luna's portrait. 2015 NGC series marks a shift in theme from honoring people to celebrating nature and national symbolism. The 2015 version, therefore, represents a break from tradition, emphasizing flora over famous figures, and streamlining design for easier recognition. The Catman Dillenia Philippinensis was chosen for the 25 Sentimo because it is endemic to the Philippines, symbolizing uniqueness and native pride. Known for its medicinal properties, often used in treating colds, fevers, and sore throats, a tree that thrives in diverse that had been in use since 1995. The shift was part of BSP's modernization efforts to make coins more durable, cost-efficient, and harder to counterfeit while maintaining national identity in their designs. The 2013 issue of the 10 Sentimo is significant because it was among the earliest versions of the redesigned coinage that eventually rolled out nationwide. While its official mass release happened years later, limited quantities minted in 2013 were used for testing vending machines, cash handling systems, and public familiarity. This was a transitional step in the Philippines' coin evolution. 2013 10 Sentimo is made of nickel-plated steel, giving it a silver-gray color and enhanced durability against corrosion, compared to earlier brass or copper-based small-denomination coins. This change lowered production costs and increased lifespan. Its size is small, 17.0 millimeters in diameter, making it one of the smallest coins in the Philippine currency system. The obverse prominently features the profile of Apolinario Mabini, the brains of the revolution, who played a vital role in the Philippine struggle for independence against Spain, and later resisted U.S. colonization. Mabini's presence on the 10 Sentimo coin serves as a reminder of intellectual leadership and moral integrity. In Philippine history, the reverse side shows the denomination 10 Sentimo and the official seal of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, which was updated in 2010 to include modernized typography and cleaner lines. This symbol reinforces the BSP's authority over the country's monetary system. While the 10 Sentimo coin is the lowest denomination in Philippine currency and has limited purchasing power, it still plays an important role in maintaining exact change in transactions, especially in public transport fares, vending machines, and retail shops. It also holds significance in anti-inflation policy, ensuring that prices can be set accurately without unnecessary rounding. 2013, inflation and rising production costs had rendered small denominations less used, but the BSP decided to keep minting them to ensure completeness of the monetary system. This reflects a similar practice in many countries where the smallest coins hold more symbolic than economic value. The 2013 10 Sentimo coin is not rare in normal circulation, but uncirculated or proof-like condition. Pieces are of interest to collectors because of their pre-release nature. Before the full NGC series launch, coins with mint errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws can fetch higher values among numismatists. The 2013 10 Sentimo stands as a transitional 2013 10 Sentimo coin is more than just a tiny piece of metal. It's a link between the Philippines' economic modernization and its centuries-old tradition of honoring national heroes on currency. The legacy of small denominations in the Philippines. The history of small Philippine coins stretches back to the Spanish colonial period, when copper-based cuartas and centavos circulated widely. In the 1800s. After independence, the Philippine government continued to issue low-value coins as essential units for everyday trade. The 10 Sentimo, in modern times, inherited this role, serving as a fractional coin for precise pricing even as inflation reduced its purchasing power. The push for modernization. The late 2000s, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP) recognized several problems with the existing BSP coin series introduced in 1995. Coins were prone to tarnish, vending machines struggled to read them accurately, and older designs lacked certain modern anti-counterfeiting measures, which was officially introduced in 1983 by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP). This series marked a significant shift in Philippine coinage design, moving away from the old Filipino series of the 1970s and early 1980s and ushering in a new look that combined Philippine national heroes with elements of the country's rich natural heritage. The obverse of the 1991 Piso features the portrait of Jose Rizal, the country's national hero whose writings and martyrdom played a crucial role in sparking the Philippine Revolution against Spain. Rizal had been a central figure in Philippine coinage since the first Republic-era coins, but in the Flora and Fauna series, his portrait was modernized, showing a refined engraving that symbolized the updated style of the late 20th century. Around Rizal's portrait is the inscription, Republica ng Pilipinas, along with the year of minting, 1990. This placement emphasizes national identity and pride while keeping the focus on Rizal's enduring legacy. On the reverse side of the coin, the Philippine Tamaraw Bubulus mindorensis is depicted. The tamaraw is a critically endangered dwarf buffalo species endemic to Mindoro Island. The decision to feature this animal was deeply symbolic. At the time, the Philippines was highlighting its biodiversity and raising awareness about conservation, and the tamaraw stood as a powerful representation of the country's unique and threatened wildlife. Along with the animal, the reverse carries the denomination 1 Piso in bold lettering, making the coin easily recognizable. The coin was struck in copper-nickel, a durable alloy widely used in circulation. Coins of that era, with a diameter of 28 millimeters and a weight of around 8.7 grams. The 1990 issue was quite large compared to the smaller coins of today. Its size and metallic composition gave it a solid, substantial feel in the hand. a characteristic many Filipinos still recall nostalgically. Economically, the 1990 Piso had significant purchasing power compared to the present day. In 1991, Piso could buy items like jeepney fares, small snacks, or basic household goods. It was a coin heavily used in everyday life, circulating widely in markets, schools, and public transportation. Historically, 1990 was also a notable year for the Philippines. The country was under the presidency of Corazon was a concern. But coins like the 1 Piso remained vital in daily transactions. The BSP was in the process of modernizing its currency system, and coins, like the 1990 Piso, reflected both national pride and practical use. Collectors today see the 19901 Piso as a nostalgic piece of Philippine history. While it is not extremely rare in circulated condition, uncirculated, or mint condition, examples are valued higher among numismatics.